All right, college football, a couple of cupcakes on the schedule this week from Michigan to Michigan State, but they got to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a look.
Underwood going deep. He's got Morgan. Caught. Touchdown. Smash Morgan. Underwood design run. Right behind Bredesen. Underwood in. Touchdown Wolverines. Traditional formation. Bredesen will sweep it to the outside. Marsh on the carry. Marsh in the open. Touchdown. First career score for Andrew Marsh. Underwood to pass. Underwood gets away. He's got a lot of green. Underwood jukes. Touchdown. It was a great day to be a Wolverine as they win it 63-3 over Central Michigan today.
Just making the plays that my team needed me to make. Whenever they showed themselves, as far as the plays that I had to make, that I had to make the opportunity the best I could.
Boy, he's gifted. I mean, y'all saw that, but he is so gifted. Whew. I'm glad we got him.
Jack Velling, the tight end, goes in motion. Two tight ends in the game. Flip it on the end around and still on his feet. Rodney Bullard Jr. Now he's got a couple of blocks. And he's in. The first touchdown of his career puts Michigan State in the end zone. He's just attached to the left. They're going to toss it to Frazier. And Frazier breaks through. Touchdown Spartans. Childs is in the shotgun. Pressure. He steps away from it. Pumps. Now lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan State. Opportunity for Michigan State to give it to Tautoliver again. No timeouts left for Youngstown State. And Tautoliver's going to race in and put it away. Michigan State gets it done today. 3-0 for the second straight year under Jonathan Smith. The first time that's happened since 2006, 2007.
3-0, we'll obviously take that. It's kind of what I told the team, though. We got more to us. Credit to Youngstown State. I thought some schematics gave it a couple issues. So, again, we're going to go back to work, similar like we're doing each week, right? Going to digest this tape and look at some things. And we know what's coming in regards to this conference, starting conference play next week.
All right, start with Michigan. Stoney, I know you were there. Look, this is a blowout, 63-3. But for a guy like Bryce Underwood, these reps that you can bank count because you're stepping up. We'll get to Nebraska in a second. But every time you take a snap, there's something to be gained for him. I don't care who you're playing.
Absolutely. Now, the fan of me says, the design runs, maybe they should have waited because Nebraska and not shown that and just let him pass and do what he's been doing. But I understand you're right. The more he practices in games against inferior opponents, the more it's going to pay off down the road when they play good players.
Yeah,
and he's so athletic.
Watch some of that. You can't teach that.
No.
I mean, there's just freak skills he has that you see why he was the #1 recruit.
Yeah, that was the full breadth of the Underwood skill set. Obviously a touchdown in the air, but then 2 on the ground, then 114 yards rushing, which was the most by a Michigan quarterback on the ground since 2013, and also more than they had in the air in most games last season throwing the ball.
Good point by you.
It is a stark contrast under center this year for Michigan, and as Coach Biff Poggi said afterwards, he might be Batman. There is a chance that Bryce Underwood is Batman. He played like a superhero for sure yesterday.
At Nebraska, this will probably feel a little bit like at Oklahoma.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be loud, and it's going to be, obviously, you're going to have trouble communicating. This will be another step up for the freshman quarterback.
And it'll be a test for the offensive line, which has probably been the weakest link on this football team.
A little beat up, yeah.
And if they can give them some protection, they'll be able to run the ball with Haynes and Marshall. And yesterday, getting Klein back because he didn't play against Oklahoma, I really think helped a lot.
Big development on defense, too, moving Barham to the edge, where he was a force all afternoon before he got hurt. But I think 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks among 6 total tackles. And again, Poggi afterwards, when he was asked for an update on him, said, do I have an update? Yes. He also might be a superhero. We're getting a DNA swab on him now, but it sounds like he'll be fine. If they can keep letting him loose off the edge, another big piece for that defense. defense.
And as big as this game is for Michigan, it is big for Nebraska,
Oh, yes.
too. It is big for Dylan Raiola, who is looking to prove that he can win a game like this, and he'll get a chance to do it.
And our old buddy Mark Spindler's son, Rocco, plays for Nebraska.
Shout
We'll
out.
see how this thing goes out. All right, Michigan State, probably a little closer than they had hoped at the half, Stoney, but they were able to kind of open it up in the second half and get it done. They're going to step up this week against USC. But for Michigan State, again, banked reps, Aiden Childs, another solid game.
Yeah, he played well. You know, he's still scattered at times. They need to run the ball better against USC and the other Big Ten teams that they have coming up. And by the way, playing that game at 11 o'clock Eastern time is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, they made their bet into it when they allowed those USC and UCLA to come into this conference, but that's a joke.
Yeah. I got to be in for Lions Game Day Live next Sunday. How am I going to stay up till 2
We're going to have a popcorn party here at 11, and then we're going to do the show at 10 a.m. because, by the way, that's the game that Stoney's so angry about is right here on Fox at 11 o'clock
Well, I'd
on
rather
Saturday
be on
night.
Fox at 8 o'clock at night.
I got you. What's
Michigan-
interesting is Washington State are playing on a different network
Yes.
at 7:30.
Yeah, but seriously.
Yeah. But
Michigan State, they won the battle yesterday. You hope that it doesn't wind up costing them the war down the line. 3 pretty big injuries, hopefully minor in the grand scheme of things, with Marsh leaving the game, Frazier, and a starting offensive lineman. But I thought the emergence of tight end Jack Velling was really key. About time. And I think behind every good QB is a tight end they can trust. And it seems like Childs is beginning to find that in his former Oregon State teammate, Jack Velling.
what's going to help him, too, is if they get the running backs going. Still,
Yes.
as you mentioned, they need to do that in the running game. Red Wings going to camp this